Minnesota Vikings wide receiver room is working to live life AD after Diggs, and as the Vikings are still, yes, going to be a run first team, offensive coordinator Gary Kubiak has also talked about that, hey, there's going to still be plenty of work available, and he'll consider his top four wide receivers his starters as they'll work in. So now we're going to take a look at the Vikings wide receiver depth chart as of right now, combination of their open practice Monday, as well as a couple things that we've been hearing. Some good things bubbling over. So let's get into it. Production value. First off, so the first team wide receivers, they've been running three deep. Thielen, BC have been the two starting wideouts at the X and Z, as well as Chad Beebe's been working in as the third receiver as well. And that's it for the first team. Jefferson, Osborne, Sharp. No one else has cracked it so far. There's been no four wide receiver sets, which I actually expect that if the Vikings ever do run four receiver, would it be like a Hail Mary? Maybe. It's not going to be part of the offense. It hasn't really ever been for Gary Kubiak through his various stops. And also, when they run three wide, it's been a mixture of all three of them in the slot. Thielen, of course, BC Johnson as well, even though he's been primarily an outside receiver as well. And also, of course, Chad Beebe in there. So the Beebe thing is interesting. The biggest knock on Beebe is that can he stay healthy? His first two seasons have ended in injury, as well as Gary Kubiak has personally talked up the Beebs, as he called them. So will he be able to hold off Jefferson or Osborne? Maybe, but yeah, Beebe, if he can stay healthy, does add a little wiggle. And of course, you saw week 2 against Green Bay last year, the effectiveness of him after the catch. So maybe. Second team, so you got first round pick Justin Jefferson as well as KJ Osborne. That's just the UB and the U baby. Fifth round pick out of Miami by way of Buffalo. And then also Tajay Sharp has been in with the twos as well. Free agent signee from Tennessee. And also Alexander Hollins has gotten some work there. Hollins had been hyped up earlier in camp by Mike Zimmer. So this is just a straight up, hey, well, we're going to make the rookie earn it. Where Justin Jefferson obviously is going to be wide receiver 2 on this team most likely, as well as Jefferson's been abusing the twos like all week, like just beyond the first pad of practice when they've been doing 11 out of 11 walkthroughs, which you do get a good sense of wide receiver versus cornerback, and it's like, yeah, 18's on a different level. So I don't think it's going to be too long before Justin Jefferson's going to be getting some reps with the ones as well as regular season. Obviously, I think he's going to be getting a ton of work. As well as KJ Osborne, they've been using quite a bit, a lot of crossing routes where I feel like Osborne, he is basically, hey, he's going to be the return guy, and anything you get out of offense from him is going to be a bonus. I mean, could be in bonus land. Let's get that thing going. Third team, the aforementioned Alexander Hollins, as well as rookie Courtney Davis. Almost said Davion Davis, but here you go. All right, so Courtney Davis coming out of Texas A&M, who, by the way, is wearing number 14 and looks fitting. It's good. As well as 7th round pick Dylan Mitchell out of Oregon last year, been working in. Dan Chisena has not really gotten a lot of reps, but he would be running with the third team. And that's the wide receivers that the Vikings currently have on the roster. Again, right away, it's Thielen and BC, which just because the Vikings spent a first-round pick on Laquan Treadwell, that doesn't mean that Olabisi Johnson is just going to roll over and die. No, like the kid works hard. He overachieved last year as a 7th-round pick, and he is going to be getting a massive opportunity, as coaches do like veterans, even though, yeah, second-year guy is a veteran on this team, I guess, kind of. But, yeah, BC Johnson has shown a dedication to his craft. He's an extremely clean route runner. I think he's a nice compliment to Adam Thielen. So, I mean, just because Justin Jefferson is showing out against the twos and was a first-round pick, I mean, Olabisi Johnson could certainly still be in that wide receiver mix and have a phenomenal season. He may be second on the team for wide receivers in terms of targets. So it's really interesting there, as well as to a degree you can include Irv Smith Jr., the F tight end for the Vikings, just basically moving all over the place. I think you will see him a lot in the slot. You'll see him out wide. So you could almost include him in as a de facto wide receiver here. But overall, moving past Diggs, getting all those draft picks, getting Jefferson and Osborne, as well as Courtney Davis, who I think is going to surprise a lot of people. I mean, this wide receiver room, it's unproven, a lot like the cornerback room. But, of course, you got Adam Jerome Thielen, who's still a top 5 wide receiver in this league. You could do a lot worse, especially a team that's going to be a run-first team. Kirk Cousins, of course, has developed a nice rapport with Adam Thielen, and as well as Olabisi Johnson to a degree. We'll see how things go with guys like Beebe, guys like Jefferson and Osborne. But I mean, you could do a lot worse than this wide receiver room. And you look around the league, a lot of teams are a lot worse. So let's get it going and keep growing and showing this Vikings wide receiver unit. But your thoughts, let us know your thoughts on the Vikings wide receiver depth chart in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.